We open inside an old, imposing house, where 12-year-old Danielle watches at least 30 adults scramble through the rooms. A few are drawing an intricate chalk circle across the floor of what used to be a formal dining area. Farthest from the entrance into the room is a giant antique mirror. She steps backwards as someone begins drawing symbols near her plaid, slippered feet. It had been pajama day at school. Mariana and Danielle had coordinated to look like a sleep-deprived 1950s couple, complete with hair curlers in Mariana's hair and a fake lopsided mustache on Danielle's face. Both carried around half-filled mugs of cold coffee the whole day. Unfortunately for them, Yolanda, Mariana's mom, picked them up extremely late from school, so neither girl was able to change their outfits before arriving at the old giant house. Danielle takes another step back as Spencer squeezes past her, holding a bucket of something. She wasn't sure she wanted to find out what it was.
So, Mom, what's this circle supposed to do again?
Lisa, Danielle's mom, takes the bucket from Spencer, setting it on a side table. The stuff inside doesn't slosh. It gloops.
This will allow us to summon, contain, and talk with a creature called Bloody Mary. We think it's a creature that slipped into our dimension from another reality. If it is, we need to get rid of it.
And this ancient piece of crap is gonna kill it?
Danielle drags over an unnecessarily heavy weapon that has definitely seen better days. To any untrained, and even some trained eye, the glaive was just a large, dull, blunt knife on a tarnished metal stick. Even the most enthusiastic archaeologists would turn up their nose at such an unremarkable weapon.
This piece of crap has been with the Sentinels of Ingress for hundreds of years. Ever since
great times a million, Grandpappy Pliny the Younger founded and fought off the great and terrible Vesuvius before it was able to breach the shores of Pompeii.
And the glaive has been taking out monsters long before then. It'll do the job just fine.
Michael, Danielle's dad, groans as he stands, his knees cracking loudly.
I'm getting too old to doodle on the floor.
He brushes chalk dust off his pants.
I can do it for you next time, Mr. Zelinsky. Mom says I can start helping with group circles now.
Mariana pops her head around the doorframe, grinning as she pulls the last tangled curler from her hair.
The next time we need to summon a chupacabra, we'll let you know.
Rude! Mom, Spencer's being rude!
Please, you two, not tonight. We're already running behind. Walter and Dana just left for the warehouse for more nails, and we're still missing 5 initiates. We need to get this started at 8, and your bickering isn't helping our stress levels.
Sorry, Mom.
Danielle grabs Mariana's hand and pulls her towards the stairs. Mariana still looks annoyed.
Hey, Mariana, let's see how long it takes Spencer to notice we stole his copy of GTA 3.
Mariana gives a devilish grin, then races Danielle up the stairs.
Danny Bear, this should only take a couple hours. Remember to stay in the safe room until one of us comes to get you two.
Yeah, we know, Dad. Have fun summoning a murder-happy mirror lady.
The two girls slam the door to the safe room before they hear his response. Welcome to another episode of Power Word Crit. My name is Ander, and I will be your keeper today. With us, we have 3 terrific players.
Wait, what are we playing?
I don't know.
I got some dice here. Do you want to just roll dice and see who gets the higher one?
Something like that. We're
Okay.
playing Monster of the Week. We're back with PARCS. Yay!
Woohoo!
We're on episode
3.
3.
Boy, it's a good thing we like playing this game.
It's a good thing we know how to count.
I'm Ashlyn, and I'm playing Val, the science gal.
I'm Corrin, and I'm playing Danielle Zaleski.
I'm Neil, and I'm not playing Streak. Wrong campaign. I'm
Whoops.
playing Carlisle Montgomery.
All right, so listen, there's this creepy thing. It's down the hall.
Who are you?
Where did you come from?
I would like to kick somebody. Some booty.
Would like to do our recap.
I do.
You want the power token, go for it.
You do.
Yes.
Last episode, someone kept knocking on the door. When we opened up the door, it turned out to be an Alice. The Alice was in the mirror, but not in the real world. There's some weird stuff going on there. Danielle freaked out and started carving protective runes in Carlisle's Haven. Val created a cool sound thingy that Mariana could have used if needed.
And then immediately repurposed it for something else.
Yep.
It's just prototyping.
Yeah. Like, I actually don't want the sound. I want to create a infinity mirror trap box that will create murder.
Carlisle revealed to everyone that there's more than just that room in his haven. It's like multiple rooms in a hallway, which is kind of cool. We talked to Kim to get a little bit more information, and then we didn't roll very good, so we didn't really find much else. So we decided, let's leave. All of the Parks people were outside.
At least all the people that you remember from last time.
Look at all the people.
Danielle got a desperate call from a man named Dustin, who owns the really, really good burrito place in town. And we're pretty sure he's dead now. So that's where we are.
You heard terrible, terrible, horrible, gross noises that we are not going to repeat because this is a podcast.
This is a redacted noise. This noise is redacted.
Did I do it? Did I do good?
Yeah, good job.
Hooray!
Pass
Power
this
token.
power token along to Corrin. This is good for advantage, which is rolling 3d6 and taking the highest 2.
I should have done that instead of luck last time.
I think that was a guaranteed success, whereas using advantage is not a guaranteed success.
I rolled like 2 2s. There was no hope.
Yeah, that's fair. There's been an urgent call for help from Dustin, the owner of a restaurant. He said that there was a weird guy who was doing weird stuff, and Danielle was the one to call because she was into weird stuff.
I like the weird stuff.
There was some terrible things happening.
And he's probably dead.
Oh, yeah. And then I opened up the GroupMe chat with the directors and stuff saying, hey, this is now a Category 5 situation.
What's a Category 5 situation, do we
Oh,
think?
yes. Let's explain our categories.
A description of the threat level of the supernatural phenomenon that is currently plaguing the hunters, according to the PARCS Corporation.
We decided that level 1 was like a house haunting. Something very, very isolated, low-level threat to most people, unless you purposely go there. Level 2 was contained to a little bit bigger area, like maybe just a town, and a little bit more danger to the general populace. Level 3 was either something that was really hard to kill, or could very well grow into something bigger.
Could cross over multiple state boundaries. Usually dangerous, deadly, and hard to contain.
Yeah, so like the rat roaches would have been those. I believe Bloody Mary would also be considered that because she comes to you, but she is a threat to anybody who summons her. Level 4 was...
Threats that extend to other planes of existence, alternate realities, or threats to national security.
And what are some examples of those that I put in the chat?
The Kraken, called summoning extraplanar infiltrators, uncontained portals.
And then level 5 was...
Global threats, including threats to alternate realities and other dimensions, like Alice's and alien invasions.
We have a verified Alice that has invaded our world, and it could occur on a global scale.
There's also a level 6 called Welp, We Tried. Examples of that are Cthulhu waking up, the second coming of Jesus, being surrounded by the Borg, time travel shenanigans that destroy everything.
I feel like technically there's an unspoken Category 7, because Category 6, there's still like that sliver chance that you get the Hail Mary off and you save people. There's still a ton of destruction and death you have to deal with, but hypothetically you could still save the world.
You know what? Level 7 is theoretical. It's never been reached.
With good reason.
Yeah, we have not encountered level 6.
Oh, level 7 would be Azathoth waking up. Therefore, all of existence disappears because we are but a dream of Azathoth.
You still believe that nonsense?
Bruh.
Wow.
Well, I guess I just need to upgrade what's actually going to happen now.
Don't do that!
Since this is a level 5, as you just said.
Danielle has stated multiple times, there's never just one Alice. It is an invasion. It could be 2, it could be 27. We don't know how many are here.
There's 130... Wait.
4 days left of summer vacation.
Vacation. Anyway, so Danielle texts the group basically to try and mobilize everyone. And I'm sure Parks has a little bit of knowledge of what Alice's are.
Has Danielle passed this along?
She would have passed it along. Probably in her interview, she would have talked about it when she first started, like, hey, this is what we're dealing with. I'm looking for information about this. I will join Parks if we have some sort of investigation to what these Alices are. But yeah, she is going to bark orders, say, we have a shapeshifter situation. I'm upgrading this to a category 5. And if I get fired for doing that, then that's just what's going to happen. Everybody be on your guard. We need to get to Dustin's burrito parlor. And I drop a pin into the giant group chat and then immediately run inside Carlisle's house to start shoving a bunch of food in my mouth.
Yeah, you're going to need that. On that note, Carlisle follows you to the kitchen, grabs a reusable shopping bag and starts going to his spice cabinet, throwing some things into the bag, some salt, garlic salt. Goes to the fridge, pulls out a bottle of almost empty lemon juice. That's disappointing. Grabs the lime juice that happens to be in there as well. What else would be good? Grabs a few other herbs and spices from his spice rack, puts them in the bag. All right, I'm ready to go.
You gotta drive. I gotta eat.
All right, to my car.
Val, get in the car.
Okay. Lugging this giant microwave.
Klieg, scale, whatever. Come with me too. You gotta shadow me or something.
I have my own car, thank you. I will follow.
That is your prerogative, sir. It is not my problem.
Carlisle takes you out to the garage. There is a decently well-kept Chevy Malibu.
Hey, Carlisle, do you have any guns in the car?
What do you think? Absolutely not.
Yes, there is a gun under the seat. He pops the trunk open.
Put your weird microwave contraption in there.
Throw it in.
I hop in the back seat with my arms full of Doritos, corn chips,
Full of victuals.
So help me, if you make me pay the extra detailing fee again, I'm gonna make you pay it.
Drive! Drive.
So everybody else who had showed up, they make their way out to Dustin's diner.
We're gonna get a whole conclave here.
Carlisle does floor it and drives faster than maybe Val would be comfortable with.
You ignore the stoplights. That's what I'm hearing.
You come up slow to the stoplights, you check your corners, and then you gun it.
Sure. You arrive outside Dustin's burrito place. You see a couple police cars. There are people gathered outside, and there are the cars of Tim, Helen, Jax, Marshall, Ollie. Am I missing somebody?
Probably.
That's okay. That's who you see. There are a couple people inside the restaurant who are talking to the police at the moment.
Interesting. The police are here. This is admittedly not what I thought we were going to get.
Hey, can someone with a better sharp do a read a bad situation?
Who wants to do it?
Carlisle needs to figure out where he's going to park. Is that acceptable,
Yes.
Almighty Keeper? Round 1. Hey, 9. Anyone want to try and help me out and get me into that 10?
I will attempt to help out by looking at the patrons who are talking to the police officers, trying to see if I can gain any clues as to if they're potentially Alice's or not.
Oh, and you see there is an ambulance here.
Good. I mean, if people were hurt / dead, I would wonder. I got a 9.
That's a +1. That gives me a 10.
You get a +1, but also expose yourself to trouble or danger as necessary.
Great.
Carlisle,
Oh,
you got some questions to ask. What are you asking?
I do. Let's start with driving up to a crowd of people. There's police, there's ambulance. Have they cordoned off the diner yet?
Yes, there's...
They're working on cordoning
working
off?
on that. Working on that.
All right.
Wait, is that one of your questions?
Well, no.
Okay.
I'm getting more description of the
You have
world.
2 wishes.
No!
That's why I'm asking.
What is the biggest threat?
Inside the restaurant, there are 2 officers. There's another 2 outside. Inside the restaurant, there is the paramedic as well, who seems to be trying to work on someone. And there are 2 other patrons, civilians. One of them, a woman with short blonde hair, is receiving some medical attention. But as you study her, her form shifts. Just for a moment, there's a flicker. And she begins to reach in a threatening but slow way towards the leg of one of the police officers.
Question 2. What's the best way to protect the victims?
The victim in this case being the police officer whose leg is about to be grabbed, probably alerting someone to the situation, doing something to this threatening woman.
Shouting, "Hey you, with the crazy leg."
Alerting people to the situation is certainly going to help.
Last question I will use. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? And specifically, Carlisle's going to call out to Danielle.
Do you see Joe or Dustin?
That'd be wild if Joe made it here.
I'm not going to lie, a portion of my plan kind of relied on that.
You don't see Dustin. You don't see Joe. In addition to the woman on the ground who is reaching towards the policeman and who you suspect is likely an Alice, you can see in the reflection, one of the paramedics' reflection is not synced up with them and moving in a predatory manner. And behind them, you can also see, behind one of the trash cans in the reflection, what looks like the groaning body of the woman on the ground.
Just to clarify, we have an Alice outside and then a weird reflection Alice inside the mirror.
And our civilian is potentially bleeding out in the mirror realm.
Mm-hmm.
Carlisle explains the information to Danielle and Val as he guns it up to the nearest curbside to the door. Honking, he throws on the brights of his car, throws it in park, and launches himself out, trying to draw attention.
Can I have you act under pressure? If you fail on this, there will be collateral damage on y'all.
Of course there is. Carlisle, in an attempt to draw on his book learning, he did not find anything out on his earlier study, so he is drawing on all of the information he has. What would prevent a reflection from being able to step through? How about a blinding light? Maybe it acts like a shadow.
Ooh.
Maybe if you put something else in the reflection, they are limited. But also, the honking and the lights and the being an obnoxious driver and an old man running into a diner to yell at people is definitely going to get the attention of the police officer, which is likely to get him out of the way, and might even draw the attention of the paramedic. And the person on the ground doesn't want to spoil the fun immediately, so maybe they'll play dead for just a few moments longer. And with all of that said, I would like to try, I've read about this sort of thing, roll plus sharp instead of cool when I act under pressure.
Sure.
Yay!
That was the goal because I have no cool.
Hey, that's a 9 on the dice. Plus 2 is 11.
Nice. You do what you set out to do.
You use your sharp wits to keep yourself cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You were able to pull off this maneuver. You've gotten everyone's attention, and even the woman stopped mid-motion. All eyes are on you.
Races up, throws the car into park, gets out, slams the door, is already yelling about reservations and being a cantankerous old man as he canes his way into the door and says,
This is just ridiculous. The traffic on the road and out in the parking lot, no place to park. Can't get in here to get my order.
Police officer comes up to you. Whoa, sir, you're going to have to stay out of here. This is a crime scene. There has been a terrible act. People are wounded here. I'm going to need you to step outside.
Wounded? What is this, some kind of food poisoning?
No, there was an aggressive armed attacker.
Well, that's just absurd.
and Carlisle is going to present a performance and start shouting about things that don't matter and even political profanities.
You have successfully gained everyone's attention, providing an opportunity for your fellow hunters.
Make it count.
Speaking of armed assailants,
Oh dear, I forgot about that.
Corrin, what are you going to do?
Danielle somehow got the glaive to fit inside this Malibu. Danielle is going to reach under the seat for that gun. Is it loaded?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Holster it in my holster, step out of the car, and say, "This is official Parks business. I am Agent Zaleski. I am taking over this crime scene. We have dangerous people about. Stand back." I would like to intimidate, I guess.
You want them to not interfere with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, roll plus charm.
I got a 7. I believe they'll do it.
But only if you do something right now and show that you mean it.
I'll pull out my badge.
That's good enough. The police, or at least some people in town, are aware of parks, or at least know that, they do strange things. And if there's things that are above our pay grade in the police, they've got jurisdiction. And so the police officer that you flash your badge to suddenly gets alarmed as they realize this is something worse. This is not just a normal homicide.
Everybody back up. We know exactly who we're looking for. And I'm going to start running with the glaive in my hand towards that woman.
Val, what are you doing?
Oh, that is a question.
Go inside and plug in the microwave.
Putting it in a restaurant would actually kind of make sense. But even though I have the trap box, I don't really have a way figured out on how to trap them, especially if they've already come to this side of reality. I think the mirror trap box was more to reflect it when they're still in a mirror, to trap them in the trap box. I would like to do a flashback to see if I can get my electro blaster back.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I like house rules. I like stealing things from other games. We're stealing from Blades again. In addition to your harm, you also have like a mental harm track that we're calling stress. This is something that I can use as another resource to track down without actually like hitting you with big bricks.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's great. I can just traumatize you.
Yeah.
And now we have mechanics for it.
Woo.
But you can also use your stress to have flashbacks. So if there's something that you want to like, oh, of course I would have prepared for this, you can spend some stress for it. Just depends on how much opportunity you had for it and how costly it would be, like how much of an ask it is. What do you want to do?
It's been a few weeks since the containment crisis when I harvested my electro blaster for parts, as well as my goo gun. And I had gotten permission from Agent Hayes to gather some of my lab equipment that was salvageable and appropriate per the inch thick of paperwork that I had to fill out. So I gathered those parts and put together a new electro blaster in my cousin's bathroom without her knowing. Spent maybe about a week on it to get it up and working. And of course, it's got all the same tags where it's messy and unreliable.
You've got ample opportunity on that. We'll say it will cost about 1 stress.
Sweet, I have my electro blaster.
Bam, it's in your pocket.
I'm going to take that out and aim it at the windows.
These are the windows behind everyone where you can see the reflection of the Alice inside.
Yes. Both reflections of the woman and the paramedic. Are they in the same pane of glass or are they in different panes of glass?
That's a great question. I'm going to roll for it. They're both there in the pane of glass.
I'm going to aim my electro blaster at that side of the glass pane window.
Hitting the glass pane window will probably shatter the entire window.
If it breaks, then hopefully there are other ways to rescue the woman and she's not just obliterated.
Are you trying to deal some damage? Are you trying to protect someone?
I'm trying to protect someone because it definitely looks like the paramedic's reflection is trying to do something bad, and so I'm trying to prevent anything from happening to the paramedic.
Go ahead and roll plus tough.
Ugh. I should take 2 for science. Why didn't I do that? Oh well, it's fine. It's a 10.
On a 7+, you protect them okay, but you'll suffer some or all of the harm they were going to get. But on a 10+, you get to choose an extra, such as suffering little harm, all impending danger is now focused on you, you inflict harm on the enemy, or you hold the enemy back.
What I'm trying to do is hold the enemy back.
It shatters. It goes. You're using your electro blaster,
Yep.
shooting probably pink lightning.
Pink and purple lightning.
It's just shot from this young woman by a car, and everyone is shocked, not physically, but mentally.
They probably ducked down from the flying glass.
Yeah, there is an explosion there, and everyone ducks down to the ground. Shattering the glass seems to have stopped the opportunity for that Alice to attack. Carlisle and Danielle, what are you doing during this?
I would like to use the chaos to my advantage.
You're welcome.
Gonna run up to the potential Alice and shove my glaive into their body.
She sees you coming and begins to reach out as well as you come forward with your glaive to strike her down.
The jig is
Go ahead and
up.
kick some butt.
At the end of the first episode, I had a level up. I got a +1 to my tough, so I have a +3 starting out there.
Oh boy.
I also have a move called I Know My Prey. I get a +1 ongoing when knowingly investigating, pursuing, or fighting the breed of monster that caused my loss. And tools matter. With your signature weapon, you get a +1 to kick some booty.
Yeah.
So I have a +5 here.
But that's not all. Call right now and we'll include this free mirror.
And a person inside. 12.
Dang, that's great. You don't happen to have that taken as an advanced move.
Not yet.
You do get your 10+. You and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other based on your weapon. And on a 10+, you get to choose one extra effect. Either gain the advantage and take +1 forward or give +1 to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, you suffer less harm, or you force them where you want them.
I would like to... Danielle doesn't think that hard. She's just a killing machine, that's all she is. I'm going to inflict terrible harm for +1 harm. Because of smite, my glaive will always count as a weakness. My glaive does 3 harm, +1, so 4 total.
Yikes.
As your glaive strikes, there's a brief flicker of a protective shell almost, not unlike your mirror-ish shield, but it's only glanced for a little bit, and your blade strikes into her arm, dealing 2 harm of the 4. Then she grabs your arm and rakes across it, dealing 3 harm.
Does that ignore armor?
No, it does not.
I take 1. My skin gets a reflective sheen, and everybody hears a sound of glass shattering. Danielle looks puzzled for a moment, and then a slow, wicked grin crosses her face, and she goes, "Which one are you?"
Amongst the chaos, Carlisle is going to rush to an unbroken window. Thank you, Val.
There is a second pane.
Oh,
There are 2
good.
of them.
He's going to pull out of his vest pocket a marker. Yes, he carries multiple implements, not just chalk, because you can't use chalk on everything.
Not with that attitude.
Well, listen.
Pull out a dry erase marker.
He does indeed pull out a dry erase marker.
Wet erase is so much better.
Listen! He begins drawing on the window and attempt to use magic because we have a victim on the other side of the mirror.
Yes.
Carlisle couldn't find anything in the books. However, the books that have been written about Through the Looking Glass about these Alices potentially were written for children. So he's trying to approach this as think like a child. What would a child think about their reflection? Why can't I step into the mirror? My reflection won't let me. Which means he can't help anyone. He can't even reach through and take somebody, even if there was someone on the other side to hand the victim to him. So he has to get rid of his own reflection. He begins drawing symbols in a loose circle formation on the window, and as he finishes, he closes his eyes, focuses his breath, and says, "I acknowledge I am not what I see. My reflection shall not define me." He's going to attempt to use magic to dispel his reflection.
That sounds really cool. Go for it.
Here goes nothing. Oh, that's 9 plus 2 on the weird is 11.
Hey,
Yay!
cool.
10 plus, magic works without issues.
Your reflection vanishes in front of you.
Here's a weird question because you can't see magic. Is it magic that conceals your reflection and therefore you can't actually see it going away?
It's possible that for Carlisle, he just blinks and his reflection is gone.
Okay.
I think that's the case. Val, you see a couple sparkles.
Yes, my kind of thing.
Carlisle would like to attempt to push through the pane of glass into the reflection.
Ooh.
The goal here is to go and help the person. Hypothetically, their reflection is inside, so there is not a reflection stopping them from coming in. So as long as Carlisle can carry them into the room, that is potentially a problem. But you know what? That's a problem for later.
You push on the glass. It is a thick liquid, like thick molasses. There's a brief amount of tension, and you slip into the mirror.
Is it cold?
As you pass through, it is.
Right, okay, limited time. Go get the girl, go get the girl.
Val, from the outside, after seeing the sparkle, you saw the unbroken pane of glass liquefies.
Ooh.
The glass is rippling like a pond. Danielle, you have spoken to the creature before you. It asks who I am. It does not know. Who do you think we are?
Dead. And I'm going to chop the hand off.
You can attempt to.
14.
Woof. Woof to woof.
This is the only thing I can roll good on.
When you've got a +5, you're guaranteed a mixed success. You get what you want on it. What's your extra effect?
Deal more harm.
Means you are still taking harm.
Yep.
Okay.
But I want that arm gone, if possible.
You get it. How much armor are you doing?
4.
Again, only 2. She screams. It is a terrible, ear-splittering sound. It goes up and down the register. With that, Danielle, I'm going to need you to take 2 stress.
Bye-bye, stress.
When any of you reaches 6 stress, you black out. You don't die, but you're out of the scene.
So she took the stress instead of taking harm?
Yes.
Okay.
I am doing a harm move to you, which is stress.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Mixes things up a little bit.
Yeah.
I like it. And it makes sense narratively. if there are any other patrons or police officers inside the restaurant, Val would like to direct them to leave the premises and stay away from any reflective surfaces. We don't need any more casualties.
There's been enough stuff going on here that you're able to get people out and away. You're helped by Tim, Helen, and Ollie.
Oh yeah, because we got like a whole brigade of parks agents here now.
They are managing the crowd while you guys have been the ones doing active stuff. And you're able to get the bystanders out to safety.
And then I ask if anyone has external battery packs.
Battery packs? What?
If you have them, I need them. It's of utmost importance. Please do your civic duty and give me your external battery packs.
Would you like to manipulate someone?
Sure.
Yes, roll plus charm.
Wow. Okay, that's a fail. Got a 6.
Is it that they refuse to give it to you, or they aren't carrying external battery packs?
Or they're just like, you're a snot-nosed teenager. No way.
Also, there's somebody getting murdered over there, and somebody else just went through a window.
This is not the time to be checking your Instagram, child.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. You gain no ground on that. People are not willing to give up things.
Well, I'll take the experience.
Carla, you have entered the mirror realm. It looks much the same as our world.
How loud is it?
You don't hear anything from the other side. What you hear is a ringing sound that is ever present. It is sharp and it is bright. And the text on the signs on the buildings across the street and on the menus are all reversed. You do see the woman on the ground who is behind a trash can, and crouched over her is a twisted and distorted version of their paramedic. He seems to be drinking the blood from the ground.
The woman's blood.
The woman's blood.
You did not say these Alices were vampires.
I didn't know that either.
Does it look like it's drinking as a vampire would, or is it drinking like a carnivorous beast would?
It doesn't have vampire fangs. It's more like the latter.
In an attempt to ward off this potentially vampire, he fishes around and pulls out the garlic salt. Open the lid, take off the whole disperser, and throw the garlic salt in a line between Carlisle and the victim, hopefully landing some on the victim and maybe on the paramedic Alice.
The salt sprays across the body of this woman. Some of it gets on the head and shoulder of the paramedic double. It doesn't seem to rear back from the garlic, but does look up to you, and there is blood dripping from its mouth. It looks up confused at you. What are you doing here? No one called for you.
I'm chasing my prey.
Turns its head a little bit. Prey? Prey sounds about right. Had a bit of a snack, but another one won't spoil my appetite. Brushes its arm down and starts approaching towards you.
I would like to have a flashback, if that's all right.
Oh, sure. What are you wanting to flash back?
Back when Carlisle was digging through the books in the library, he stopped by a white and black chess set in the back corner. There's nothing unique about it. And he picks up the White Queen.
Charlie, would you bring me some red paint?
In the interim of doing research, he painted a white chess queen red and stuck it in his pocket.
Okay. To have the queen, it's going to cost 1 stress.
Because of the time crunch, he didn't have as much time to do this. I would say probably 2 stress.
I think so.
Okay, I'll take 2 stress for that.
It's still a little tacky. It's not quite dry yet.
Yeah. So you've got the queen? I don't know how you got here, old man, but I'll make use of you. I need to feed yet.
Carlisle pulls the red queen out, lightly unsheaths his sword, and says,
Take another step and her head gets lost.
Stops for a moment. What is that? What do you have?
What's it look like?
Seems very confused, looks over to the glass pane that is still shimmering like there is a pond on the wall. That should be closed if that's here. Begins to look forward. Is that it?
Why don't you go find out?
And Carlisle's going to throw the queen across this store space in hopes that it goes to catch it, and then he's going to go rush for the girl and get her out. Can I make an act under pressure roll?
Yes, that sounds great.
You can do it, Carlisle. We believe
Are
in
you doing this with your sharp?
I don't know that it applies in this situation. I will say yes more often than not, but
I want to make an argument, but I really don't have it, which means I'm just rolling cool, which is rough.
If needed, can I give away one of my power tokens?
Yeah.
Hey, can I have that power token?
Here you go, friend.
I have a power token. I'd like to turn it in to roll third dice.
Yeah.
Yeah. No! Oh, no. Let's see. The punishment here is if I get it, there's a worse outcome, a hard choice, or a price to pay, or I fail.
Or you take luck.
Carlisle needs to burn through some luck. He's been through a lot in his life. It makes sense that if he's reached this far, it's about time his luck started to pile up. I feel bad that I burned your power token, and I'm sorry, friend.
That's okay.
I will burn 1 luck. We will succeed on the act under pressure. I do what I set out to do.
You have created a distraction. If nothing else, the movement has caught its eye. You're able to rush over to the woman, grab her, and head back towards the pane of glass.
Carlisle steps through the pane of glass, sets her down, turns around, and immediately...
As you are trying to go through the pane of glass, there is strong resistance. Your arm starts to go through, but then you feel like you're losing a grip on her. You push forward, and then she's going forward a little bit, but you are feeling more resistance. You are reminded of the rhyme. One goes in, one goes out. Doubles grin, trouble sprout.
Crud! Can Carlisle poke just his head through?
The grip of the woman slipped from your hands, and you are pulling out.
Holding on desperately to the mirrored section of the wall. Danielle! Over here! And his head pops back into the mirror realm.
I'm busy. And you, my dear, you're not going to do that again. Preston or Garrett had left like a cheeseburger that I had eaten on the way over. I'm going to grab that wrapper. I'm going to shove it into her mouth so she can't scream again and take the glaive and stab in her stomach at the same time.
She is trying to stand up and pull you down to the ground as you're trying to do this.
Yeah, sure. Shove my hand into her mouth and stab her.
Roll kick some butt.
14.
Wow, yeah.
I'm going to deal another 4 damage.
She's looking really, really, really bad. Like she's on her last 2 points. As you stick your hand in her mouth, she bites down.
Yeah, I figured.
This will break through your armor, and it will do 3 harm.
Is it armor defeating?
No.
Okay, so then I take 1.
Yes. As she bites onto your hand and gets a good taste of your blood, she seems a bit invigorated by it. Val, what are you up to?
Carlisle seemed to go into the mirror, and it's still looking like there's ripple effects.
He bursts out for a moment, calls out, Danielle!
And I don't think Val heard or knows about the rhyme that Carlisle found out.
Carlisle would have at least explained it to you guys at the bare minimum so that you don't utter it out loud.
Somebody wants to spend distress? You guys have that info.
Sure, I'll spend distress to do that. Danielle, if she dies, will we be able to bring back the woman, or does she need to go back into the mirror world?
I don't know. Ow! Don't bite my fingers!
Oh, okay.
Tasty.
Yeah, this is the last meal you're ever going to have.
I'm going to go to the trunk of the car, get out my microwave trap box, and to find the best outfit. Would it make more sense to use the restaurant, or would it make more sense to like find an electrical box that's nearby outside?
There is a power box. We'll see how close it is. I got a 9. It is within reach, but it's not like immediately right next to the critter.
Carlisle, do you normally keep extension cords in your car?
I'm going to make a roll. That's a 7. You find an extension cord in the trunk.
I'm going to take an extension cord and daisy chain this thing to this power box. And then it's going to take a minute or 2 to actually power up. Meanwhile, I'm going to see if I can... What can I do to restrain the woman trying to bite off Danielle's hand?
Speaking of that, the creature in Danielle's grip is going to try and go for your throat and push you back against the wall.
I use the momentum to put my back against the wall so I can get a little bit better leverage. Feeling her try to go for my throat, I'm going to stick the glaive through hers.
Go ahead and kick some butt on that.
I rolled a 3. Plus 5 is an 8.
Okay.
Incredible.
She shoves you back into the brickwork. Your head snaps back against the wall. There again is that flash of the mirrored shield around you, but it cracks and your head still connects for 1 harm.
I'm going to use leverage to kick her back and shove that thing into her throat. 3 harm.
Seems like she only takes 1 of that and is pushed back. She stumbles back into the street, crouched down and holding her arms out, hands held open like claws. She looks at you. She looks to the street.
Don't even think about it,
Pesky, pesky.
says the pest. This is not your world.
This is our world. Always was our world.
It was never your world.
She's going to start running down the street.
I'm going to chase after her.
I'm going to shoot her with the electro blaster.
Incredible teamwork.
Val, you're not at risk. Act
I'm
under
not?
pressure.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm at risk. I'll take harm.
That's fair.
I rolled a 9. Give me a worse outcome, a hard choice, or a price to pay.
It's going to hit Danielle as well. Do your damage on it.
That is 3 damage.
Does that ignore armor?
It does not.
Okay.
Imagine, though.
I'd be way OP.
Yeah, for sure. Seems like she only takes the 1. She's got 2 armor on this.
Yep, that's fine.
On her last leg, tumbles to the ground, rolls, scrambles forward on her arms and legs.
Sorry, Danielle!
Ow! And I also stumble.
Your hair's a little frizzled.
Yeah, my poor pink-tipped hair is no longer pink-tipped.
With it, again, is that terrible scream.
I told you never to scream again. I'm going to take the scythe and chop off her head. Oh, yeah. 12. Terrible harm.
Her form twists and stretches, solidifies, and then cracks and crumbles to the ground in dust.
Like glass dust.
It's silvery.
When the situation's a little stressful, I might pocket some of that.
Carlisle.
Crud. Now what?
Carlisle is at the mirror, desperately trying to think, hoping his friends got the message. He has pulled one of his shirt sleeves down, he has pulled out the marker, and he has drawn a sigil on his wrist that he is desperately trying to mirror on the palm of his hand.
The glass shimmers and its waves are slowing and slowing. It seems that your movement through it has drained some of that power.
Ooh, boy. So I'd probably only have like 1 more jump.
You have a moment to act before it stills.
Thinking quickly, he writes out an incantation on his arm and then writes the words backwards. He's going to reach out to the glass and say, as reversed as possible, "I bid you let us through."
Give it a try.
9 on the dice plus 2 for weird is an 11.
Yeah!
He's going to utter the incantation, not knowing if it works or not. He's going to pick up the girl and try and step through the window.
Again, you feel that one of you can pass, but not both of you. Your spell has enabled you to absolutely get through without a trouble, but only one of you will go.
Then Carlisle will put her through the window.
Val and Danielle, looking back up the street towards where Carlisle was, the shimmer of the window goes violent for a moment and then still as the wounded woman slides through the mirror and onto the ground. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Whoa, snap.
Good news, everyone!
I don't know if I'd call that good news. Can we still rescue the hunter?
We'll find out for sure.
Real quick, can I share my theory on the Alices and vampires?
Sure.
Because Alices drink blood and vampires are known to not have their reflections. What if all vampires are just Alices that killed their counterparts to take their place? So that's why they don't have reflections, and that's why they drink blood, because Alices drink blood. Vampires are just Alices that fully adapted into our world after killing their counterparts.
That's
Yeah, it's
really
really
interesting.
cool lore.
That's a great theory. I love that theory. My garlic salt didn't do squat.
I know. I thought of it before the garlic salt stuff.
Okay.
Well, garlic doesn't do much in the mirror world. It does a lot of stuff in our world, though. Like season deliciousness.
How dare you? You're right, it's not garlic, it's Krellig.
There you go.
Lickrag?
Silrag.
Killrag.
Kill-rag.
Kill rag.
All right. Let's do the
Anyways.
questions. Did we conclude the current mystery?
No.
Nope.
No.
I don't think
we
so.
didn't.
Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
Yes.
Yeah, we saved a few people.
You saved the woman.
By the skin of my teeth.
Yeah.
And the paramedic.
And the police officer. Good jobs.
Yay!
Yay!
I put people in harm's way.
Yay!
A lot of people.
Did we learn something new and important about the monster or the disturbance?
They can talk.
And drink blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't know that before.
Its weaknesses, its power abilities, where did it come from? What does it want?
Carlisle learned more about the Red Queen. Not that he can share it.
We didn't learn a new weakness, but we learned that garlic and salt does not repel them.
Yeah.
It just makes wounds hurt really bad if it gets in your wounds.
Yeah, she's probably got some stings on her neck there. Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters? Like, what are they afraid of? What are they not afraid of? Why do they fight the darkness? What are they willing to sacrifice to succeed? Establish details about their past or about their methods.
Apparently, Carlisle is willing to sacrifice his whole life.
In my defense, I thought that was going to go very differently.
Yeah, that's fair.
To be fair, it did work. He saved the girl.
I don't know if I'd actually qualify that for a yes, though.
No, not yet.
Did we learn something new and important about the world or the town?
The town seems to be aware of the presence of PARCS.
The police, certainly.
Yes, the
Yeah.
police, and does not obstruct whatever investigation that PARCS is doing.
Probably there was stuff that went down before and we're like, okay, we don't have to deal with it when these guys can deal with it.
Parks agent, we're out. Goodbye. They all get in their cars and just leave.
Oh,
Speed
good.
off.
I wanted to get off early.
We got one there. We learned a little bit about the mirror world,
We did.
what it looks like on the other side.
Yeah, we learned some rules that even Carlisle, wanting to step through with two people, still could not do it.
Mm-hmm.
Even successfully casting the spell.
He removed his reflection, but still the rule of the swap had to be upheld.
There are laws.
There are laws.
That begs a question, because you temporarily dispelled your reflection. What happens when that dispel ends and your reflection comes back? Does it end up on the real world or in the reflection world?
It's very possible that when they're ready, he has to come back to this exact window. But that could be a problem for future us.
Yeah.
It'll be the Spider-Man meme. What are you doing here?
So that's 3 yeses
Yeah.
and 2 experience points?
Yeah, sounds good.
Hallelujah.
Hey,
I
that's a level
leveled
up.
Not for me.
You guys just alternate.
Well, maybe I'll pick something that'll help me stay alive until the gang can come get me.
I haven't used my new move yet. That's okay. It may or may not come up.
Well, they all figure out what they're going to pick next. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Hello, everyone. We greatly appreciate you for listening to Power Word Crit. If you enjoyed our episode, please tell your friends and family. You can find us at Power Word Crit on Tumblr. Thank you very much, and we hope you have a great day.